Hello everyone, I'm Atie from Iranian Cheetah Society, specifically from Iran. This presentation was supposed to be presented in person. However, we didn't have the honor of attending the conference due to some visa problem, and I have to present it virtually. And my special thanks goes to Elma, who tried her best for our attendance, and the spots from the Netherlands for funding this project. I'd like to present you a little about Asiatic cheetah situation in Iran, especially in only breeder habitats that we ran extensive research in the last year. Okay, at the first, I'd like to point out the historical Asiatic cheetah's habitat in Asia. You can see the Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Oman, Yemen, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Syria, and the last population in Iran. During the time, several experts announced several numbers from 30 to 100, but two of the latest research mentioned less than 50 and less than 40 cheetahs in Iran. If I want to talk about the main habitat zone, I should say we have three main habitat zones that are northern habitats that I want to talk about them, southern habitats that we have two to three mates are in there without any breeding in recent decades, and western habitats that now unfortunately cheetahs extinct there. In this slide, I focus on our 10 years population monitoring result. In these 10 years, we studied 12 habitats that are the whole main cheetahs habitats in Iran. Between 2011 to 2020, we identified 16 adult cheetahs, 9 males, 5 females, and 2 unknown. In our last study, we identified 9 cheetahs that were different, completely different from that 16 cheetahs because we monitored Turan Reserve for the first time. And now I'm presenting our 2021 research in northern habitat to you. Camera traps in two northern habitats. Miandasht Wildlife Refuge with 84,000 hectare area and Turan Biosphere Reserve with 1.4 million hectare area. For best camera trap coverage, 90 camera traps were installed in the habitat. All of the cameras were active at the same time for 120 days. The 90 camera trap deployed in Atie station because in some station we needed more than one camera. I will talk about it further. As we don't know the exact size of territory for Asiatic cheetah, for best coverage, we use the minimum territory size for African cheetahs, that is 5 kilometers square. We put grids on habitats map and try to apply at least one camera in each grid. Another way for maximum recording was installing camera trap across from the water sources. In fact, we use water as a bait in the warm season. In dry habitat and in warm season, approximately all animals go to water sources for drinking water, especially females with their cubs. Other strategies for best coverage were installing cameras in various topography from plains to mountain passes. We tried to cover all of the non-marking trees. You can see the one of the famous trees, marking trees in Turan Reserve. And for better identification, in most stations, we implemented cameras in both sides of Cheetah's pass. You can see the pass that we applied 2 cameras on both sides, and finally we could capture both sides of the cheetah's body at the same time. You can see the one camera here and another is here, and the cheetah's pass is there. Sometimes animals pass close the camera and we can't identify them. For solving this problem, we use stone for leading the cheetahs to their pass for having clear image. In this station, we use these stones, you can see here, these stones, to take cheetahs some distance from the camera. The last slide in this section is about our solution for identifying cheetahs' gender. There were some cheetahs that we didn't know about their gender, so we decided to use 2 cameras for example, in this important station. We installed one camera, you can see there, near the marking tree that is here for capturing their sex, and another one for identify the body pattern that is here. Okay, and in result, we obtained 355,000 camera trap image. 9,069 the camera were active, and totally we had 215 pictures from cheetahs. These 215 pictures were belonging to 3 females, 2 males, and 4 cubs. Now you can see the sample of our identify card that we prepared for all of cheetahs. You can see their gender and their name and the sample of their pattern for identification in the future. All cheetahs' pictures were recorded in Turan Biosphere Reserve, and we couldn't capture cheetah's image in Miandasht since 28, unfortunately. But result in these 7 years gives hope to us, because we see more breeding in these years in Turan. You can see between 2015 to 2017, we had 2 female, we identified 2 female, 3 males, and 5 cubs. But between 2019 to 2021, we identified 3 female and 4 males and 9 cubs. Plus that, in 2020 and this year, 2022, we identified 6 other cubs and 1 unknown female, but unfortunately 1 cub killed recently in road accident. Finally, for saving Asiatic cheetah, we need more action, like coloring. Unfortunately, None of the cheetahs in Iran have colors, and we need more and more information about their movement. They move between habitats, especially between Turan and Miandasht. Therefore, we should conserve the corridors completely. Last month, we could see one cheetah family in this corridor, a female with her 4 cubs. So the Department of Environment in Iran must have a special plan for there. The last one is captive breeding that was started in Iran, and the 3 cubs were born in captivity. But we need to continue this project for having more breeds. At the end, I'd like to express my gratitude to Spot as project founder, ICS team, Department of Environment in Iran, and the rangers who have main role in cheetah conservation. I regret that we hadn't chance to be with you in Bonavanzi, and I hope you will have fun this evening. Thank you for your attention to my presentation. Goodbye.